So as we talk to you about how you are vibrational, we want to remind you that you are interpreting vibration through your physical senses, and you're really, really good at it. It's why you see as you see and hear as you hear. These are mechanisms or interpreters of vibration that reflect back to you something that is meaningful. But there is another vibrational sensor that you have that is your emotion. We call it your emotional guidance system. That is a wonderful reflection of two really important things. Your emotions are a reflection of what you've got going on vibrationally because of what you're talking about or thinking about, what you're remembering, what you're observing, what you're fantasizing. What's active in your mind right now is one facet of why you feel the way you feel. But the other facet is you have a source within you, an inner being, who has an opinion about the exact thing that you are focused upon. Not something else, the exact thing that you are focused upon. So when you find something in your world troubling, and you focus upon it, and you feel worry, the feeling of worry is simply, and we don't want to diminish it, but it is simply, we want you to get the concept of this. It is simply the fact of a differing opinion between what you're thinking and what the source within you is thinking right here, right now. When you find someone and you fixate on their flaws and you acknowledge their shortcomings, even if they are obvious, even if everyone you know would agree with you, as you focus upon someone and you find a reason to diminish them, you find an opposing opinion every single time from the source within you, who no matter what you think and no matter what justification you have for your disgust or disdain for that person or situation, your inner being is still loving them. Which causes some people to say, then my inner being is more crazy than I thought. Maybe my inner being needs more information. Maybe I should explain or justify why I feel this way. But the more you justify or explain why you feel that way, the worse you feel, because the more you practice the vibration that keeps you from fully allowing yourself to experience the fullness of the clarity and the love and the knowing and the vitality that is source, you see. So this guidance system is perfect. You just got to figure out how to make it work for you. And the way you make it work for you is by first acknowledging that it exists. I have an inner being who offers a frequency, and when I offer a frequency, my frequency blends or doesn't. My frequency blends or resists. I'm up to speed with who I am, or I've got resistance in my vibration and I'm not up to speed with who I am. The better I feel, the more I'm blended. The worse I feel, the more I'm not blended. The better I feel, the more I'm tuned in, tapped in, turned on to the frequency of my source. The more I am allowing myself, here now, to be an extension of source. An extension of source, a leading edge version of source, a pioneer of source, you might say, out here mixing it up, exploring the contrast, coming to new awarenesses of what you want. It's why we always ask you, do you know what you want? Do you know why you're here? Are you enjoying the expansion of your desire? These are important questions, because if you are enjoying the expansion of your desire, that means life is causing you to know about new things that you want. Because you cannot have an exposure to life without coming to new awarenesses about what you prefer. And when you come to that new awareness about what you prefer, the source within you moves fully, completely into the vibrational frequency of the fullness of what you have asked for. But sometimes our human friends, dear hearts that you are, don't realize that source has moved there, because you are still often in that justifying mode. Like you need to explain more fully that you want that because of all the reasons you don't like this. I want more money because it's so hard not to have enough. I want more money because it worries me to think about uncertainty into the future. I want more money because without it, I can't do this and I can't do this and I can't do this. And we say, Without realizing it, you're not talking about more money. You're using words more money, but your vibration is focused upon the absence of the more money that you want. And your worry or concern or disappointment or even that feeling of envy that you have for those who seem to be more affluent, those emotions that you feel that don't feel good are your indicator that while you may be using words that sound positive, you might even have a smile on your face, the emotion that you feel is letting you know how your frequency stacks up with the frequency of who you really are, all that you've really become, and what you want. We want you to know that this is an environment of well-being, and that well-being is available to you at all times, that there is not a moment in time that well-being is not available to you. You just need to relax and allow the well-being that is available in every moment to wash around you, to flow to you and through you, to sustain you, to uplift you, to provide for you. Because well-being is the balance of this universe. And if in any moment you are experiencing something less than well-being, it only means that there's something going on in your thought process, and it didn't start just now, it's been going on. Something going on in your thought process that has you temporarily, and that is really a key word, temporarily pinched off from the clarity that is available to you, from the abundance that is available to you, from the well-being that is available to you. We are eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. We want you to know there are a few hundred of you gathered here, and we are so appreciative of your willingness to participate with us in this way, because who you are and how you focus, what you mean, what you request, and therefore what you contribute vibrationally is the essence of what's going on in these gatherings. We said to you in the beginning that this is co-creation at its best, and it is. And we are appreciative that you have come to play with us in this way. Well, every process that we've offered, including the focus wheel, is for the purpose of helping you to go general enough that you stop blocking the signal. The signal is there for you, but sometimes the details, when you believe something that is flawed, when you believe you are inappropriate, that's a flawed premise and you can't get around it. Your life will keep reflecting things going wrong for you if you believe that you are inappropriate. Yes. It's a flawed premise. Yeah. And as long as you hold that flawed premise, you are blocking the signal of the well-being that you seek. So the more you block it, the more you want it, but the more you want it, the more you block it, and the more you block it, the more you want it. And so you get this tug of war going on between you and you because the energy is moving, but you're not allowing it. And so what a belief is only a thought that you keep thinking. It's only an active vibration. So the question that you want to ask yourself is the belief or the active vibration serving me or hindering me? If it's serving you, the belief feels good when you think it. If it's hindering you, the belief feels bad when you think it. And every process that we've ever offered, and there are many of them and many more coming, is to get you to find some way of going general enough about the subject at hand that you stop blocking your own well-being in the process. So think about the focus wheel. The focus wheel is a process where we encourage you, something has happened and you know that you want something. You know you want it, you're just not getting it. And so you make your statement of desire, and it's irritating even to make that statement of desire because it's a statement of desire that feels bogus because it isn't happening. So you're in a sort of wad of resistance because what you want isn't. There's no evidence of the manifestation of it. So then we encourage you to see the focus wheel like a big clock, so to speak, and write some circles around this, 10 or 12 circles around the outside edge. And make your statement of desire and write that right in the center of your focus wheel. I want a lover, or I want more money, or I want a better job, or I want to live more abundantly, or I want an improvement in my body. Whatever it is, I want. Now you've written it, but you don't believe it. And the evidence that you're living supports the fact that you don't believe it. So the focus wheel is offered in order to help you to let go of that cork, to do something different than what you've been doing. So now we encourage you, the premise of the focus wheel is, you know those merry-go-rounds that are out there in the playground that sometimes the kids had them going so fast that when you tried to get on, it just spun you off in the bushes? But if they would slow it down, you could get on, then you could all speed it up together. Well, the focus wheel is like that. You've got beliefs that are moving so fast that you can't fix them. When you try, you just get spun off in the bushes. It's something that you believe too much. You believe it so much that when you try to change that belief, it doesn't work. There's too much momentum in the unhelpful belief. So the focus wheel was one of the first processes that we offered in helping you to go more general. We weren't calling it that in those days, but we said, try to find something that you already believe that doesn't throw you off in the bushes. So you just start stabbing in the dark a little bit. You just start reaching for something that is about this desire that doesn't throw you off in the bushes. In other words, it doesn't make you wad up in a knot. It fits. So let's say that what you are looking for is more financial abundance. And you're not living it, you don't even believe it, but you're willing to play the stupid focus wheel process game because you do believe that some people are benefiting. You do have some beliefs, and you do want things to go better. So you think a thought such as, I suppose things could go better for me. Off in the bushes because you don't believe it. I really need a lot of money and I need it fast. Off in the bushes because you don't believe that it's going to come. A lot of people have money. Well, I hate them. Off in the bushes. Off in the bushes you go. So you still haven't found a general enough thought that lets you make a statement and put it on the wheel. You're trying, but you can feel all you've done so far is just aggravate the fact that you're not where you want to be. It's just annoying. So then you say, there are areas of my life where things are going well. You didn't get flung off on the bushes on that one. Not money, off in the bushes you go. There are some things that are going well. So you write, some things are working for me. That felt pretty good. You found a general statement that in that one statement, your vibration softened. You are less resistant than you were before. Which means now you are less resistant than you were before. You have access to thoughts that you didn't have access to before. In other words, in today's conversation, your grid is beginning to fill in with other ideas. So then you think, I remember worrying about such and such and it turned out all right. So maybe things are working out for me. Didn't get thrown off in the bushes again. Now you've got two statements on your wheel. They both felt pretty good. And you are slightly distracted from the fact that you don't have any money. In other words, you feel a little better than you felt. And now you're sort of beginning to pick up some momentum. You've raised your vibration enough that ideas are beginning to flow. You don't feel abundant enough for abundance to avalanche into your experience, but you sure feel better than you felt a little bit ago. So then you say, some ideas will come to me. Didn't get thrown off in the bushes. It might even be fun to watch for ideas coming. That sort of is kind of how it works. This might be fun to watch this unfold. I like the idea of being a deliberate creator. I do believe I create my own reality. I haven't known how I do it, but I sure like finding out how I do it. I know I'm a teacher. I want to teach through example. It's fun to figure this stuff out. I know that words don't teach. I'm feeling better already. I can feel that I'm on a path of less resistance than I was on. I'm looking forward to what's coming next. I have been a pretty good provider. I've worked harder than I really want to, but I always figure it out. I can see how I've let things come only to the degree that I believe them. And I believe I can expand my beliefs. I believe I can expand my beliefs. I believe that everybody is the recipient of as far as they are able to believe. Ooh, I really like the idea of stretching how far I believe. I adore the idea of expanding my belief. I believe that law of attraction will bring things proportionate to what I believe. I'm excited about realizing that it's open-ended. I'm just beginning to scratch the surface of abundance in so many areas of my life. This is really a fun thing. And now you look at what you wrote in the center of that circle, and now you believe it. You don't doubt it. You moved your vibration by going general to a place that it has not been before. And now your entire point of attraction has shifted. Because in the same way that the ideas began to flow to you during the process of the focus wheel, all things in the universe related to you have